if you are interested in seeing all of these Daleks that I've managed to unbox today, by the way, in one big video, then let's get this video up to as many likes as we can. Let's see if we can get 50 likes on this video, and I'll go ahead and showcase every single classic character options Dalek I have, which, believe me, is well over 100 at this point. Okay, so as you can see, we have another large box to get through, so without further ado, and by the way, may I say, thank you to B&M for supplying such great boxes for moving. If anybody else decides to move home, then definitely head into your local B&M and ask them for their cardboard boxes. They are pretty good, actually. So, let's have a look and see what we've got inside of today's box. I don't know why I'm doing that, it's so weird and creepy, but that kind of reminds me of the story The Day of the Daleks. Comment down below if you know what I mean. Random. Anyway, so, here we go. Let's have a look and see. Oh, okay, so we're going to have fun here. We've got more, can you believe it, character options, classic Daleks to get through. So, I believe we're going to be going through the 70s and 80s in these particular boxes. So here we have a Dalek from Remembrance. No, wait, correct me, I'm wrong. Here we have a Dalek from Resurrection of the Daleks. It's very difficult to tell the difference between this one and actually the Revelation of the Daleks, but the colour is slightly different on these ones, so you can work it out if you pay close attention. So there's that Dalek there. Then we have this one here, which actually happens to be one of my favourite Daleks in my collection. You'll notice he has the red ears here. This is because he is the exclusive Dalek that came with the 5th Doctor and the Dalek, of course, from the Toys R Us set. So that Dalek there is one of my favourite Daleks. I just think the red lights there with a white eye stalk just kind of pops and looks really, really nice. Definitely recommend tracking it down if you can. Following on from that, we have a Necros Dalek. I don't believe this one is a sound effects one. No, it isn't. So there it is. Again, hopefully the white doesn't get too carried away by the light. But there we go. So a nice Necros Dalek from Revelation of the Daleks. And we have another here, of course, from the same story, Revelation of the Daleks. One of my favourite Dalek stories of all time. Then we have a Dalek here from a Resurrection of the Daleks, of course. And I'm going to run out of places to put these, I think. Moving on, we have not a Dalek this time, but a Davros. Now, this is the question. It's very difficult telling the difference between this Davros, which I believe is from Resurrection of the Daleks, and like I say, there is a slight difference and variation in the one that came in the Revelation of the Daleks. But yeah, I need to look at the pictures to study them exactly, but I think the head wires are a bit different. But there we have Davros. And moving on, we have a lovely, lovely red and black Dalek. This is Dalek Omega, which came with the 8th Doctor, from the 8th Doctor and Dalek TARDIS set. Another fantastic Dalek, one of my all-time favourites again. Just simply because red is just such a lovely colour for a Dalek and for anything really. And moving on, we have another Dalek from Revelation of the Daleks. There we go. This one is sound effects, and let's see if the batteries are working.
You are an enemy of the Daleks.
They certainly are. So there we go. Revelation of the Daleks. And here we have another Dalek, this one being from Remembrance of the Daleks, and this is the one that was exclusive with the 7th Doctor there as well, the Toys R Us exclusive set. And then we have a Dalek from Genesis of the Daleks, and you may notice that this one seems to be missing something. Yes, it's missing a bit of its personality, or also its gun. That's because this one came with the gun loose in the 4th Doctor and Dalek set exclusive from Toys R Us. Then we have the Supreme Dalek from Revelation of the Daleks. Again, one of my favourite Daleks again, but just because it sticks out, the black, the white, it just kind of pops and it just looks good. We should have really seen more of this Dalek in the colour scheme, I think. I'm going to leave those Daleks in the box there just to make some more space. Here we have a Dalek from Evil of the Daleks, and again this one has the yellow lights, which I believe means it's the one from the second Doctor and Dalek set from Toys R Us. I really wish I hadn't mixed all these Daleks up. It's going to take me forever working out where they're from and where they sit on the shelf. Then we have another Davros, like I mentioned earlier. This is slightly different to his counterpart. There we go. We can see the difference is really there. I'm sure there are some differences. I'm not just going crazy here at this point. Bear with me. Yeah, there's some differences on the panels down there. So, yeah, one of these is from Revelation, and the other is from Resurrection. So I'll have a little look and work that out at some point in life. So, following on from there, we have another Dalek from Genesis of the Daleks. This time, the Dalek is from the Dalek Collector's Set #1. The first one, easy to spot that because he has a little silver screw inside his plunger. And if I put that there, we have a Dalek here, this time from a Revelation of the Daleks. Lovely colour design, a bit darker than the counterpart from Resurrection of the Daleks. And then we have another Genesis Dalek. Here he is in all his glory. This would have come originally from the Genesis of the Dalek set. Then we have what I believe is a bit of a custom. We have the Pyro Flame Dalek, but this is taken from the... No, wait, I'm talking bullshit. This is not a custom at all. Of course it isn't. This came in the History of the Dalek set. God, it's been a long time since I had these Daleks on display. So, yep, that's that one. And then we have another Dalek. Another Necros Dalek sitting nicely in the bubble wrap here. And here she is, or here he is. And then we've got another Dalek. And here we have a Dalek from Resurrection of those pesky damn Daleks. Then we've got another Necros Dalek. Here he is in all his glory. And then we have another Dalek from, this time, I want to say, a Revelation of Daleks. Alongside him is a Dalek from Genesis of the Daleks with the old silver bit in the plunger. So comment down below if you listened to me earlier, you should know what set this came from. Dalek set #1. Okay, and then we have another Dalek from the self-same set. Here we go again. Genesis of the Daleks. I've got quite a large army of these Daleks. Now, bear with me, I'm just going to take these out of the box so we've got more space for unpacking some more. And by the way, there is a method to the madness here. The reason I'm unboxing my Daleks first is because I've already gone ahead and put up the Dalek shelves that I had in the original room, and of course now we're in this much, much bigger room, which you would have hopefully have already seen in a previous video. But as I mentioned, I've got that Dalek shelving unit kind of on the wall now, and I want to get all these Daleks up where they belong, on the wall, so everyone that comes around this house can see them, of course, when lockdown's finished. So here we have another Dalek from Resurrection of the Daleks. Going back in time to the 60s, here we have a Dalek from the Daleks Master Plan, or the Chase. It's the Supreme Dalek there. Lovely, lovely Dalek. Beautiful, beautiful design. This Dalek is from the first Doctor Who story I ever saw, and that was Death to the Daleks. Of course, this one is the original release, the one with the yellow lights there. It came exclusively with the third Doctor, John Pertwee, which is pretty awesome. Sticking with the same story, we have the exact same Dalek again. Like I say, the first original release, the one with the older machine gun, so they look quite nice together. I really do like those. And we have another Dalek here from Death to the Daleks, and it's another of the original releases with the machine gun. So I actually have 3 of the Daleks from Death to the Daleks with the old machine gun Kelly guns, which is pretty cool. Somewhere in here would be one from the sound effects wave, I would imagine. Anyway, we move on to another Davros. This one is easy to spot because he is from Genesis of the Daleks, because of course it's played by a different character, or a different actor should I say, so you can kind of tell the difference, and he just looks kind of superior. Love that Davros. Then we have a Dalek from a Resurrection of the Daleks once again. Here he is. And here we have what I believe to be a Dalek from Destiny of a Dalek. So there's a story we haven't mentioned yet in this video. So the Destiny of a Dalek story there. This is one of the Daleks which was included in the Destiny of the Daleks set, of course. I found another Death to the Daleks Dalek. This time, this is the sound effects Dalek. As you can see, the gun is different, and the lights are grey, not orange, which is fair enough, I suppose. Here we have another Dalek from the story The Chase. Here we have another Dalek, of course, from the new B&M range, with the old flamethrower, looking pretty awesome, in my opinion. I've kind of got used to that grey patch there in the middle. And then we're going to revert back to the Destiny of the Daleks with this lovely Dalek here. Notice the difference in these two Daleks. Of course, this one has the black around and this one doesn't. So that makes that Dalek kind of unique. And talking of unique, we have this Dalek here. This is the supreme of supreme Daleks. This is the Dalek from the planet of the Daleks. And it's a beautiful Dalek, of course. It's just so completely mad and bonkers, but we fucking love him. Then we have another Dalek from The Chase, or the Dalek's Master Plan. It depends how you kind of want to portray that particular Dalek, but there he is in all his glory. And moving on, we have another Dalek here, this time from Genesis of the Daleks, but this is from the Genesis of the Daleks set without the screw or silver nut there. That's how you can tell the difference. And moving on, we have another Dalek from the self-same story and the self-same set. So here he is again, the Genesis of the Daleks. If you are interested in seeing all of these Daleks that I've managed to unbox today, by the way, in one big video, then let's get this video up to as many likes as we can. Let's see if we can get 50 likes on this video. And I'll go ahead and showcase every single classic character options Dalek I have, which, believe me, is well over 100 at this point. Well over. So here we have a Dalek from Power of the Daleks. And does he speak? I'm not sure.
Daleks are the masters of all.
Yes, they certainly are, my friend. And yes, he does speak, which is pretty cool. We still have quite a few Daleks to get through here, so we've got another one here from Power of the Daleks, another sound effects Dalek. And then we have another, of course, Dalek from the Power of the Daleks. And then we're going to go forward in time to the Destiny of the Daleks, this time with the bombs. And pretty awesome design, kind of unique. We haven't really seen a Dalek do this kind of shenanigans ever since the Destiny of the Daleks. And speaking of which, there's another one. Very seems familiar, which is familiar. You see what I did there? So here we have another Dalek from Destiny with Daleks with those strangely strapped hot dogs or bombs, depending on how you perceive them. And I'm going to put those down very carefully because they, for some reason, scratch really easily, those particular ones. And then we have another Dalek from Destiny of the Daleks, but this time without the hot dogs around him. And what have we got here? Another Dalek from Genesis of the Daleks. Whoops-a-daisy, from the Dalek Collector Z1. I've literally got so many boxes around me, it's mad at this point. We are getting there, we've nearly finished this box. Could I actually have fitted any more Daleks in this box? I don't know, probably not. Another Dalek from Destiny. No, Genesis of the Daleks. I'm getting my stories mixed up here. We've got another Davros, this time from Destiny of the Daleks. You can tell this because, well, for a start, it's David Goodison, and he looks different to the other actors. And you've got this little globe here that sits there, and it's the same prop that was used in The Keeper of Traken, don't you know? So I will leave that up there so he doesn't get confused with the other Dave Rosses. And here we have another Dalek from Destiny of the Daleks again. Another Dalek with the hot dogs, so that makes 3 hot dog Daleks. Pretty awesome, pretty awesome. Shout out to those, I suppose. And I believe we're getting down to single digits left of Daleks here. So here we have a lovely exclusive Dalek. As you can see here, the Invisible Dalek from the exclusive Toys R Us Dalek range with the 3rd Doctor. And of course Dalek from the story Planet of the Daleks. And we have another Dalek from Destiny of the Daleks to join the show. There's so much bubble wrap behind me. I don't know. Someone always comments saying, watch out, the bubble wrap's going to kill you. And Maybe one day it might, I don't know, there's so much of it at the moment around, it's kind of crazy. So here we have another Dalek from Power of the Daleks, and I think, if I'm not much mistaken, this is the last Dalek in this video. So, if you're still with me, don't forget, smash a like on this video, that would be great. Here we have Power of the Daleks. Power to you, my friend. You've sat and waited for near on 15 minutes to be opened, and here you are. So, you're a lucky Dalek. Do you speak? That's the question. Wow. What absolute epic fail of an ending of a video there. You let me down, Dave. Never mind, never mind. So, I do hope you've enjoyed this rather long and large Dalek opening session. If you have, then let me know in the comments down below, because I've got so many more boxes to open. And I need to know if you enjoy it enough for me to keep doing it, really. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I feel like I'm going to just fall into this box now, but I won't. Don't worry. Oh, only joking. Alright guys, I'll see you very soon in the next Doctor Who unboxing video. And by the way, thank you very much to all my Patreons. Each one of you is an absolute legend. If you'd like to become a Patreon, then check the link below. It's always in the description. Be very much humbled and appreciated if you could become a Patreon and support this channel. Until then, I will see you all again for another Doctor Who video here on my channel. Goodbye for now.